The Ati minority in Boracay and Panay Islands could unexpectedly get back a slice of paradise if President Duterte signs a draft executive order transforming the world-renowned resort into a mixed-use land reform area. Agrarian Reform Undersecretary David Ero said the draft executive order declaring Boracay Island as a land reform area will be submitted to President Duterte's consideration on June 11.
Yung EO po, gawa na po namin, it will be submitted to the President sa cabinet meeting sa June 11.
Duterte has twice announced his intention to give back Boracay to the natives there.
You know, ang aking thinking ngayon, I will declare Boracay as a land reform area. Pag nalinis na po yung Boracay, tarinis itong Marawi, ibalik namin yan sa inyo.
Most of the Ati have been driven off the island into neighboring Malay town in the main central Visayas island of Panay, as Boracay turned into a popular year-round vacation spot for thousands of local and foreign tourists. The remaining Ati are now settled in a patch of land they fought for as their ancestral domain. The village lies beside the sea, along a road leading towards the island's main port.
Mas lalo kami sir, maapektuhan gid kami dahil kaya apektado gid kami sir sa ano dahil mawala ng trabaho ang mga ano namin mga asawa. Construction ang iba, tapos sabi ng tapos ang iba hotel din, babawas din ng tao sa hotel ganun. Sa widening sir, hindi pa namin alam kung matanggal ang dyan namin sa may malapit sa karsada. Pero kaya nga kami mag-ati ng meeting para maintindihan namin ang sabihin ng mga widening. Oh, wetland nga pero ay may hindi kami siguro apalis may titulo kami, sariling lupa namin ito. Pero mas mabuti din siguro 'yan para para malaman ng mga residente na kung hanggat kung saan lang ang pwedeng tirikan ng para makaginhawa din ang isla ng Boracay siguro.
Ero says the government is ready to immediately hand over 25 hectares of agricultural land to the Ati after Duterte signs the executive order. To maintain Boracay's tourist zone, the DAR proposes a 1-kilometer stretch of land measured from the beachfront at high tide all around the island be excluded for land reform purposes.
Based on the said executive order, the DAR has also prepared a plan schedule in which how the implementation of agrarian reform be made in Boracay. Basically, it has 3 phases. Phase 1 is the immediate coverage of the 25 hectares. Second one is the coverage of around 220 hectares, and the rest would be the remaining agricultural lands in that 633 hectares. With respect naman to those that will be displaced because of that, yan ang titignan namin kung magka-qualify sila as beneficiary. Kasi most of these inhabitants dun sa loob ng wetlands area o protected area, may iba dyan hindi naman Ati. And the priority are Atis. Yung iba dyan, settlers lang talaga, coming from the mainland, from Malay or somewhere in the Visayas. So titignan namin kung may maka-qualify.
Yung pamilya na affected po siya is umabot po siya ng 300 household, pero yung pantawid lang po doon is bali 10 lang po yung abot, yung affected. Kasi po, abot po siya ng wetland, yung area namin. Ilang hectares ba yan? 3 hectares yata yan sir. Basta nagbigay lang naman po sila ng notice to vacate, show cause order, wala naman po silang binigay na ayuda sa mga tao para naman ba makapaghanda. At wala naman pong relocation area na ibinigay yung local government ng Malay sa mga taong ito. Kasi unfair naman sa iba.
Sa mahihirap ng mga tao.
Kung saan kasi yung mga walang kalaban-laban at saka yung mga talagang walang-wala po talaga, yun po ang inuuna nila eh. Samantala yung iba dyan na malaki na may mga pera, takot sila mag-demolish. Samantala yung mga maliliit, inaano nila, parang namadali nilang paalisin.
Wala po sila sinasabi kung ano ang mangyari sa amin dito o ano ang bibigay nila. Parang wala kami sa ano namin, kung ano yung plano. Kasi kailangan dito siguro may ano dito, yung mga LGU yata. Wala kaming maano dito, magawa. Yun lang, mahirap. Wala kami puntahan. Ayun lang, mag-quit na lang kung sakali. Pero uwi sa aming probinsya.
Saan ba kayo galing?
Rojas.
Rojas?
Ay, yun magawa namin kasi wala kami magawa eh.
The DENR has included rehabilitation of the wetlands and forests of the island as part of the government's action plan for Boracay. The main problems, which the government aims to solve by October 26, are to improve and complete the island's drainage and sewerage systems, manage solid waste disposal, widen roads, and enforce no-build regulations along Boracay's beaches. The government has already allocated almost 1 billion pesos for assistance to displaced workers and for the rehabilitation of the island's road network.